Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. Entertainment capital of the world. Many thousands come here every day just to get a glimpse of their favorite stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They get to see as much as they can even imagine here. The tourist attractions that are laid out here within the city limits of Los Angeles are quite unique and fascinating. That just draws worldwide interest. But to live here is a completely different story. Yes, these attractions and the Hollywood and the glamour of it all is fascinating to us. But just under the surface, there's something that we see here as native Angelenos that has kind of brought tears to our eyes as what we see here in the streets. The homeless situation here in LA has gotten worse over time. It's something that has been a part of LA for many years, but what we're seeing here is such a huge spike in the number of homeless in our city. We've seen numbers, I think I've seen some reports of upwards of around 80,000 scattered through LA County, and that number is going to be probably dwarfed here in the next few years if there's no solution to the issue here. What we're seeing is just this influx is in where are they coming from? Where are they coming from, and why LA? We know that the government, the Democratic state-ran government here, is kind of bats the eye. I don't want to make this a political rant or anything like that. I just want to I'm just stating and showing exactly what's happening here in LA, and it is becoming a problem. What we end up seeing here is because of this homelessness, because of these people occupying the streets and living the way they are and the filthy conditions, they're actually causing the spread of disease. I'm not talking about STDs or anything like that, but with their shanties that they're so filthy, is they're being invaded by rats. They're being housed also by rats, or also occupying these spaces. And through these rats, there's the transmission of typhus and other diseases, as we see, as we've seen in the past. Even back in the old days, the Black Plague, the bubonic plague, was spread by rats. I'm not saying that this is a bubonic plague, but it's something. It's of the serious nature, and this needs attention. It's been on the news here of late, quite popular, but this is something that I've been seeing for a few years now, and just really becomes heart-wrenching to see this happening, and to see that there's really not much being done. They're moving these people. There's a law that they can only stay in one area for a couple weeks, I believe, and after that they got to move. So they just pick up their tents and they just go somewhere else. We also have seen that these are just not tent people. These are people that are actually living in Winnebagos and trucks and even in their own cars. A lot of these people are not just worthless humans that are schizophrenic or drug addicts or alcoholics. A lot of these people are actually still working, but they just can't afford rent anymore, and they get displaced. As rent prices are going through the roof, it is making it harder and harder for people to be able to pay rent. They're still working, but they can't afford to pay rent, and that becomes the downward spiral. They lose their apartment. They start living in their car. They then lose their car. Now they're on the streets, and it's one thing after another. It's just a bad thing that is happening, and I get it. Bad things happen to people, But a lot of this homelessness was brought on by themselves, by alcoholism or drug addiction. And, what do we do? What do we do about it? That's the question. What we need to do is we need to really focus our energy and get the word to our public servants, those politicians who are in charge, those who make laws and make changes. That's why we voted them in. They're our public servants. So we need to push them. We need to voice our opinions and try to get a solution to this ongoing situation here. What we're seeing here it's sad. It's very sad. And as these people are just walking around, wandering our streets of LA, lost, what are we to do? What are we to do?